right, thanks, Amber. Now on to our COVID-19 North Dakota watch. Governor Burgum held his weekly press conference on Monday.
Wearing a mask and doing it properly, wearing the right mask, is a way for us to show we care for others in our community. My mask protects you and your mask protects me. Think about this as mutually beneficial.
The governor announced the Mask Up North Dakota campaign, a plea to North Dakotans to use what he calls one of the most powerful weapons we have against the coronavirus. And Governor Burgum also announced the state has been selected by the CDC for a pilot project. He says we are one of 3 states and 1 city to be part of a plan for a COVID-19 vaccination program. When a vaccine does become available, the federal government will offer guidance on how it should be prioritized and doled out. Meetings for the program will kick off this week in Bismarck, and we'll hear from the governor again a week from this Wednesday at 3:30.
Well, now let's take a look at the latest case numbers from the health department, reporting 117 new cases of the coronavirus, moving the overall total now here in the state to 7,713. There was also another death, a Stutsman County woman in her 70s with underlying health conditions, and that brings the total number of deaths in the state to 113. Here's a look at the 3 counties with the highest number of new cases. Burley had the highest amount with 30. Morton County saw 16 and Ward County had 12. 79 additional people have recovered from the virus, meaning there are now 1,166 active cases here in the state. 48 people are currently in the hospital, and more than 362,000 tests have been administered to date. And for the latest information on the coronavirus, including resources, all the latest case numbers and prevention, you can visit our website at kxnet.com.
State Superintendent Kirsten Baszler announced a new partnership between the governor's office and the Department of Public Instruction.
Yeah, it offers students the Exact Path, which is an award-winning program made by Edmentum, which makes online learning programs.
Yeah, the online learning tool available for reading, language arts, and math during the 2021 school year will provide precise and actionable academic pathways for students based on their current progress and create a roadmap to guide them to grade level proficiency and North Dakota choice readiness.
Yeah, and this voluntary tool will be offered to all K-12 students here in the state, and the contract with Edmentum also includes learning opportunities for teachers, and all of the costs will be covered by funding through the CARES Act. So pretty exciting. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to hearing what that's all about.
Learning about all the details and specifics there. A lot of people are going to be looking out for that. But Amber, a lot of people are also going to be looking out for the weather this week. It looks like we might have a little bit of reprieve from all this humidity and high temps.
Yeah, so we're looking at less humidity today, but this evening the humidity is back into play here, and it's also going to be parts of fuel for the storm. So we've got marginal risk for severe storms for this evening. I'll give you the timing on this. Again, through the day today, mostly dry. We have a tiny chance to see an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Some of the models kind of picking up on maybe something isolated there, but I'm watching these storms that want to fire off on this warm front as that pushes through this evening. Here's 9 p.m. You can see as that moves out of Dickinson and towards Bismarck, possibly moving through the Bismarck area around Minot. Now, again, we're almost 18 hours away, 17 hours away from this, so this could shift in time here, but you can see that we're looking at potentially strong storms that could have ping-pong ball size hail and gusts of around 60. Right now, the area that we're looking at is west and south of Bismarck and around Dickinson, southwest North Dakota, as being the possibility of seeing severe weather. Heading into tomorrow, the southeast winds continue to funnel in those dew points, which is going to make it pretty humid and really hot as well. We're looking at 80s and 90s tomorrow, and a line of rain and storms will move through. This is going to give us a potential for severe storms into the overnight, late Wednesday, early Thursday morning, more than likely while you're sleeping. So we could see some damaging wind from those storms as well. And the Storm Prediction Center has already given us a risk for severe weather for tomorrow. Again, this is mostly for tomorrow evening, marginal and a slight risk for much of western North Dakota. But the highs tomorrow are going to be pretty hot, widespread 90s, and it will be humid. Here's your forecast in Dickinson. We're looking at temperatures in the low 90s for a couple of days, upper 80s on Thursday, cooling it a little bit in Williston on Thursday, back to those lower 80s rather, after spending the day around 90 for a couple of days, really. Here's your Minot 7-day forecast. We do have a pattern shift as we head into the weekend that could promote drier conditions, and it will bring us cooler temperatures with some areas only in the 70s. Minot will be one of those areas around 80 over the weekend, and Bismarck, it looks like we'll have probably a quiet few days as we head into this next weekend.
All right, thank you, Amber. Let's take a look at our top stories now. President Trump's daily coronavirus briefing was interrupted Monday by a shooting just outside of the White House grounds. The Secret Service says that one of its officers opened fire on a suspect who was thought to be armed. The man was hospitalized after being wounded, and the president returned to the podium after a break of about 10 minutes. And the worldwide number of confirmed COVID-19 cases has now surpassed the 20 million mark. More than 734,000 people have died from the disease, including 163,000 in the U.S. Now the virus is threatening the upcoming college football season, and today the Big Ten Conference is expected to announce if it will play its schedule as planned. And coming up after Good Day Dakota, CBS This Morning will bring you more on those big stories of the day.
In a developing story, a fire at Eagle Ridge apartment complex in Mandan.
Now, you may recall that it's the same area of another fire that happened July 14th of last year at the Sunset Bluffs Apartments.
Aaron Fields is joining us live from the Mandan apartment complex. Aaron, what do you know right now?
Good morning, Josh and Alicia. So I actually live like 5 minutes down the road, and I didn't see any flames last night, but I could definitely hear the smoke. I mean, not hear the smoke, but smell the smoke and everything. But I'm right here across this road from Mandan Middle School. But right now, we shot this video last night. A number of fire trucks were on scene attacking the building with water. Much of the roof appears to have caved in, and this is a developing story. No info on the people in the building, and I did call Mandan, the police department, this morning. They're going to probably update us around 8 a.m. this morning, and I'm going to try to give you all as many possible updates as possible. But I don't know if y'all can see behind me, but yes, it definitely got... this is just crazy right now. You can definitely see the background. I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit, but yes, this is horrible, but the community has come together right now, and they're accepting donations at the Blackstone Inn, and yes, I'm going to send it back to y'all, but yes, you can just see the background right now.
Okay, thank you very much, Aaron, for that update. I know it's kind of like deja vu from what happened last year.
It's great the community is coming together.
That's right, and we will definitely be sure to keep you updated as we receive more information, and we'll have more on that on KX News at noon.
All right, let's take a last look at our weather, Amber.
Well, we've got some hot temperatures today, guys. Maybe not as humid today as it will be tomorrow, so that's something to keep in mind. 80s and some 90s in the west there. And we also have a chance for severe storms, a marginal risk for southern North Dakota. I want to show you what that could look like this evening. We have a warm front that's going to push through, and that can fire off a few storms in the south. They want to run through the I-94 corridor through this evening and into tonight. And so they could have ping-pong ball-sized hail and gusts of around 60. So that's tonight. And then, of course, another round possible tomorrow evening for many of us. And through the morning hours, I'm going to be sifting through some data. Of course, on KX News at noon, I'll have the latest on the chance for severe weather, not just for this evening, but into tomorrow as well. And you can see there the pattern shift that will bring us cooler temperatures for the weekend. But we have to get through the hot and muggy Wednesday and Thursday first, guys, before we can get those cooler temperatures back for the weekend.
A little bit of something for everybody. So thank you very much, Amber. And thank you for joining us here on Good Day Dakota this morning.
CBS This Morning, straight ahead.